Look, somebody thinks she's gonna go shopping. Not happening. Where all your Hello Kitty needs at Target. Come now. I put brown sugar in it, heavy cream in it. That's perfect. It's harder to do. Maybe it needs to be more. This is gonna be. So we've got this rug. This is what we decided on. Everybody decided on it. I got a couple of ideas and stuff with this type of style, and asked friends and family, and they thought this would be better. So this is the rug we came up with. If you saw the picture, and for those if you voted, got this rug. It doesn't go with the green, of course, and it doesn't go with the red. But this is getting changed soon. This is just for St. Patrick's Day, and this is just because, yeah, we went to the store and they didn't really have many in stock, and I grabbed what I could because I kept burning my hands, and I only had one glove. But yeah, problems. Yeah, we're just doing a bunch of random things today. It was a lazy couple of days, so I just shared with you because I decided to make the split pea soup. Merry Christmas. But then I said I'm gonna make backup chili too. So I've showed you this recipe a bunch of times. I finally used the petite diced tomatoes, and I used red onions, which honestly it's not as good as the yellow onions when I make chili. I like the way the taste comes out. So I think me and my family all agreed on the same thing. But I also extra seasoned it, so it was a little more spicier than they were used to, but they didn't mind it because they like the spice. But I figured I make the chili and I made some cornbread so they could have that as a backup, which was good because Val Val wanted both because she really loves chili. But my husband took the split pea soup and then he's gonna have chili for the next day. So it worked out, you know. Just you're gonna see in a minute. I made the split pea soup. Let me tell you one thing about this. First off, I explained it in the video, but I didn't have any immersion blender. It calls for them because, of course, you know, immersion blender is easy to do these things now than it used to be in the past. I don't have one of those. I don't have what you call it, a big processor. I have the little mini food processor. So it was fun making this recipe. And you know, I changed some things up because I noticed I didn't have, which I thought I had things, but I never made split pea soup in my life. So yeah, it's the first time. You learn and you move on. I did put most of the vegetables fresh, but the ham, let me tell you about this ham. It's not a problem with the ham because it's not old. The problem with the ham is that I remember it being extra salty and I forgot afterwards when the recipe calls for salt and I added the salt and I was like, "Oh yeah, I wasn't supposed to add the salt because it just make it more saltier." So that was I ended up taking the onions out of the jar. I didn't like the way they were looking. Like I think it was within a day, and then I read that more people just soak the like a paper towel and then wrap it. So I stuck it like that in the fridge, and it's been fine. So this is how I'm gonna store them now. Keep in mind, I've never in my life even seen split pea soup, but I know I'm supposed to stick it either with in a food processor or use an immersion blender, which yeah. I don't have an immersion blender. Food processor is the mini one. I don't think that's gonna happen. I am going to yeah, I'm gonna do it on my own way. I'm gonna stick it in a blender and then I'm gonna put it back in there and then put a cup of half and half in there and see what it looks like. Maybe it looks like the picture. I don't know. I removed the thyme and I removed the bay leaves. So I'm just gonna mix up the rest and see how it goes. Also cheat it with the peas I really don't know. I did everything else fresh, but the peas I noticed I didn't have split peas, and I was like, it's split pea soup. Don't hate me, guys. I don't know. This is the first time for me. Next time I'll be on point. Yeah, I know. I'm having a moment. Like, it calls for, it's a split pea soup, and it calls for split peas, and it's like, you know, sometimes you don't put two and two together. You have things going on in your life, and you don't use the brain. Like, it just wakes up later on. You know, the hamster starts going around the wheel, and then it's like, oh yeah, and then you remember what you were doing. And that happens a lot now to me.
So we got a kianu fruit, or kiwani, or whatever, however you pronounce it.
I've never
It's
in my
spiky,
life
pretty
seen
cool.
that.
Kawaii.
Feels pretty soft.
Wow.
Probably a cactus fruit of some sort. This is a pepino melon. Never tried. Don't know if it's any good. We'll find out. We got a pomegranate. Those are naturally good, but lots of vitamin C and riboflavins. And in case they're bad, we need to change our flavors. We got some sun chips.
I saw
cheddar.
those, and the sign wasn't even
We
out.
got-
I just knew by the colors.
Chunky monkey for mama, because she likes her banana split stuff.
Oh.
That's sweet.
We
Not
got
ice cream in a little while.
brownie batter, because I figured that would be for Little Miss Chocolate Fiend over here.
Okay.
We got dirt cake.
Dirt cake.
That's for Little Miss Valerie over there. And I'm the like really weird one, and I just got a salted caramel. So.
Oh, and I got a receipt for my fetch.
And you got a receipt for fetch.
Oh,
yeah.
I'm so happy. Thank you.
Bada bing, bada boom. And then Saturday is you know, our anniversary, so I got some bacon because yeah, we're gonna do some bacon things.
Oh, am I gonna sleep and wake up to bacon?
And then
Probably.
we got the all tried and true mango.
Yay! Awesome. Thank you, Papa.
Similar to that of passion fruit. It's a very refreshing tasting and has a mild sweetness, sometimes on the sour side as well. And there's a hint of traditional cucumber.
It's my cheat day. Raise your hands.
So they use them in the Kalahari Desert because it's one of the few sources of agua.
Oh, wow. Never knew.
Well, it's not my room. Could it be me?
Interesting. This thing is crazy.
Looks like an egg.
All right,
Wait,
so
let me see.
pepino melon. Let's see what that is.
Ecuador. Wow.
We know what this is, but this
Obviously
thing is like
pomegranate. We know what pomegranate
so
is.
weird.
This one's just on crack. I'm not sure what the heck that is.
Into the tomato,
Whoa.
but it tastes like melon.
What the heck?
So it's sitting there and it's running. It's laying on its side with its tongue. It just died, right? So I'm sitting there and I'm rubbing its belly and stuff, trying to get it all like, you know, to wake up. But then my mom's in the background. I hear in the background, what's taking so long with the cat? I'm like, oh, nothing. I'm just trying to, you know, I think it's tired. I think I want to put it back, right? It's like, no, just bring the cat over here. I'm like, come on, you little...
Oh my
So,
god.
it finally comes...